That's a video game.
Okay. Oh. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't know you were muted. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Oh, I'm so happy. Outlast did not crash or anything.
That's good. I'm glad.
So far, good marathon luck.
Alright, so I think everyone can hear us. So, I'm going to just quickly say right now then, that's just a reminder, this is SpeedRunsCentral. It's a 24-hour-a-day, week-long annual game since...
To Mount Malum, everyone, if you've been to SGDQ, we're going to take the not-so-scenic route. Alrighty, so, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so just some quick background. I've been running this game since about January. I love y'all so much. I'm playing with the sound on. This is my second time ever running this with the sound on, because this game is that spooky. And I'm going to be doing the any % route, which St. Connor briefly showed off the major glitch for at SGDQ of this game, and I will be showing the any % route of Whistleblower, the DLC for this game. And this is the marathon premiere of Whistleblower. So first up, we've got pretty standard glitching. We've got door clips. Miles is a magic man who can walk through doors, saving the frames because this is any %. Next up is one of the major glitches of this game called door boosting, which allows you to jump on top of doors and go to all sorts of fun places. And we're just going to do a little out-of-bounds magic man stuff right now. Just super marathon safe, super marathon safe. Just crawl down, just crawl down, just crawl down. Miles, please. Alrighty. Super marathon safe, I like it. Now we're just gonna go for a trip. And if you saw in the bottom left corner, it said saving. I just triggered a checkpoint. It's the last chapter of the game. So, welcome to Resident Evil. We are now in the hive, so to speak. And you'll notice some things are kind of weird, like can't really show it off right now, but Miles' hands are a little bloody, missing a few fingers. He's had a rough night that we don't know about. I wish I had chat up. In fact, between games, I will remember to put that back up. Not a whole lot to say down here. The underground lab is mostly down to movement, because the only super long cutscene of the game is coming up after this guy. This is Chris. Some people call him Bob. Some people call him Fatty Cakes. Some people call him Piggy. He's your friend. He likes to hug you and tear your head off and take selfies. Alright. So this is Wernicke. He's the head doc, or the head scientist around here. The reason that you have to go through all this nonsense. He's kind of a jerk because after many months of research, have still never found a way to skip him without, like, console cheats and things of the sorts. But it does give a convenient time in a marathon setting to give some shoutouts. Shoutouts.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's have a donation once you're done. Go ahead.
Just some quick shoutouts. Door boosting was a co-found glitch between a Finnish speedrunner named Phenoth and an American speedrunner named Army. Those two are the reason that this nonsense exists, pardon my French. And shoutouts to some friends of mine that are also great speedrunners, like St. Connor. He ran at SGDQ. Dengood, who is the antagonist type folks of the game. But like many of the main characters of this game, he's being introduced suddenly, unexpectedly, and without proper explanation. Alrighty. And yeah, I wish that we had found oh no.
Yeah, 1 second here. I don't know why this keeps happening. I am really sorry.
That's no
Okay,
problem.
yeah, I'm gonna get you, when you've got a second, to redo the shoutouts, and then I'm also gonna read the donation comment, and I'm gonna start the timer again.
Okay. Are we
And
good?
you're good to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so those shoutouts from before were to some really good glitchers, Phenoth from Finland, Army. Those two guys found the door boosting and the skip to the end of this game, as well as some other things that'll come up in Whistleblower. And to Brennan De La Poupe, who, spoiler alert, might have given a donation at some point. Wink, wink. And the St. Connor, the SGDQ runner of this game, who's here watching me right now. And Dengood, the Outlast world record holder, who's watching me right now. And if anyone else from the Outlast community is here, thank you so much. I didn't chat with you before this, so I don't know if you're here.
Oh, 1 second here. What is your bitrate set to?
1500 if memory serves.
Set it down, if you set down to 1000.
Yeah, I'll try that
doing
real
that.
quick.
If you want now, we're only like 10 minutes into it. If you'd like, you can restart because it's only 10 minutes.
Well, they saw the major glitch, and I'm actually at the next glitch that matters, so we're fine.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I'm really am so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, people want you to restart, so if you want to, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, they would like a restart? Okay.
Yeah. So we can definitely do that. I definitely do not mind.
We can do that. And you guys gave me a lot of extra time, so we shouldn't be above estimate. Knock on wood.
Yeah, and it's no worries. You just got some practice in. I mean, that's what it was, right?
Oh, the marathon luck was real in a good way,
Yeah.
not a bad way.
Oh no.
As far as the run
Sorry.
goes.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Have you started again?
Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm just moving around my camera.
Okay. So you haven't started the run yet?
No, I haven't. I'm
Okay,
just
perfect.
standing where you start.
Okay. Then, when you are ready, everything seems to be working okay now. I'm just gonna let it go for like another minute or so.
Alright, I'm just gonna run around and do some side hops.
Yeah, that's fine. Because, yeah, people, I guess the audio was like cutting out and then the video would stop and then. Just thank you so much for starting in. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, again, I'm sorry because I stream almost every single night at that bit rate. Run a TeamSpeak server out of my house. No problem with the internet. It is
And
an
then all
off.
of a sudden.
And then all of a sudden, like 15 minutes before I came on, I lost internet for like 1 second. I don't know if there's bad weather in the Midwest right now somewhere, but
I'm in the Midwest too, and I mean it seems to be okay, but Comcast is kind of lame out here. I'm gonna be honest.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
landlord's on record saying if we could get Verizon, we would.
By
the way,
no worries.
disclaimer: SRC does not play favorites for ISPs.
Yeah. True. Very true. Okay. I think we're good to go. Nothing's
also close a bunch of things.
Someone else is touching this while I'm trying to fix this. Oh my god.
Lay the smack down.
Okay, so I'll tell you when to start in a second though.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna disconnect from all non-essential programs.
This is gonna be the most irritating thing ever.
Alright, let's at least put some Outlast on the screen.
This is just, it's really frustrating when I can't talk to people, like, because everyone's asleep and they want me to do it, which is great, but... So just keep messing around while I try and get this.
Okay. What can I do? Alright. Is my video on the screen by chance?
It is, and I'm just trying to get it fitted into the screen
Alright.
now. So.
I'm going to attempt to do something that is not in the run to hold people over for a sec. Now, we mentioned that Chris Walker guy. Well, recently while doing some strat research, St. Connor and I made a terrifying discovery about Chris Walker. And something that he can do unexpectedly. Which I shall attempt to show you now. For your viewing pleasure. So we're gonna go into the asylum for reals. For realsies. My estimate for this game and the DLC together is 35 minutes. Senpai. Oh, dude, Senpai, hello. I know him. Alright, let's see. It's been a long time since I've done this. Stop here. Come out here. Alright.
I can't do this.
Oh,
Lord.
my goodness, I thought I fell. Alright, we're good. Okay. Let's see, did I do it? Oh, I did.
There we go.
I did it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Walker has escaped Mount Massive Asylum. The creepiest of all Outlast creepypastas. Fun fact, we have this thing in this game, we call it blinking the map. And basically the concept of that is when you go in and out of bounds. This is an Unreal Engine game, so it has these dynamic maps that are loaded in and out as they're needed. And as those get put out and then put immediately back in, we call that blinking the map. Walker was standing in a room right up there, but I blinked the map, which made him fall outside. So good luck with that, state of Colorado. He's your problem now. He has escaped. Alrighty. Oh dear. Just let me know when we're good to go.
Okay, I think the only thing they're missing is game audio. From what they can say, from what they're saying.
They should have game audio for me, but it might be really quiet. Let me try turning it up.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So I will attempt to appease my peanut gallery and do some sick rails while we verify game audio. Turn it way up. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Can we do marathon sick rails? Oh my goodness. I don't think we're gonna have marathon sick rails, guys. Oh, the sick rail. Okay, now leave me alone. I did a sick rail. Does jumping sideways have different physics? It does have like a different distance that will move you, but primarily side hopping is just to prevent needing to turn your camera.
Okay, I am so sorry. This has been such a mess. I don't know why it was being weird, but everything sounds good. Everything looks good.
Alrighty.
You are
Excellent.
ready to go whenever I am, or whenever you are, I should say.
Oh, you know what I can do? And I just
What can you
realized
do?
I need to turn my stream audio way up for them, and then I can turn my game volume down a bit again. So.
Yeah, you can do whatever you'd like. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to go when you are.
Perfect. Yep. Just tell me. Give me the countdown, and yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Alrighty, so welcome to Mount Massive Asylum. Some of you may have been here before. Some of us may have been admitted here before. I guess I'll just run through again. Hi, I'm AlbinoHat. I play Outlast Fast since about January. I'll be running Outlast as well as the DLC Whistleblower any percent. And hopefully it'll go fast. I'll shoot for a sub-technical difficulties percent run now. Oh, I'm someone's hero, thank you. So, both of these runs are very short. Oops. And I jokingly say that this will be the appetizer, and the Whistleblower run is the main course of Outlast. This run is quite simple to do. That's about the hardest thing in the run right there, is carefully falling onto the map and jumping at the right time to hit a checkpoint and go to the end of the game. But we have now entered Resident Evil again. Oh, this feels weird because I don't know what they've heard and what they haven't. So basically that skip right there skipped every single chapter of the game and brought us right to the end. You come to find out that of course it's a spooky mansion asylum with a spooky underground lab. And we're about to meet our good buddy Chris Walker. Again. Hey, buddy. Rest in pepperoni, Chris. Alright. And this is Vernicky. He doesn't like speedrunning. Hence why we're standing here right now. We've been trying for many a months to skip this speech right here. But to no avail. To re-give out my shoutouts for some glitches that have been featured in this run. There's Itzel Army, who discovered door boosting, and there's Fina, who discovered the way to get out of bounds, the specific place that you had to jump. That guy's crazy. I call him Grand Strat Master Fina for this game. He found out where all the checkpoints in this game are, and just started jumping into the abyss before anyone else did. And finding stuff like the wrong warp in this game. Another thing about this game, is it's basically Ocarina of Time. We have wrong warps. We have save warps. We do tons of side hops. And we also pause buffer. Just not in this route. You'll see some pause buffering in Whistleblower.
Alright, do you mind if I read out the donation again?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay, there's two of them now. There's a $4 donation from Branda de la Poop. I'm poor, but this, much like my SGDQ donation, is going to a great cause. Oh boy, love you, AlbinoHat. And then we have a $1 donation from the same person that says $1 more for the sick rails. I think.
Oh yeah, another thing, this is another inside joke, this isn't even Outlast community, it's just the guys that I hang out with, is we have a guy that likes the game Quake Live a lot, and there's the railgun. And if you kill someone with that, in a cool way, it's called the sick rails. So, one day he's on TeamSpeak and I'm hanging out, and I found out that you can side hop between the railings outside the asylum in this game, and we all agreed from that day forth that it's called the sick rails. I almost lost a world record attempt in Whistleblower, because normally in my practice, I'll do a Whistleblower run and then proceed to start doing the sick rails, and I went to do that during a world record run, but then yelled at myself, and stopped. Some other shoutouts that I forgot since I only did the glitch ones just now. Shoutouts to Brendan De La Poop, I love you too, buddy. Shoutouts to Saint Connor. He's the guy who ran this at SGDQ about 2 weeks ago. And a good friend of mine. Shoutout to the world record holder for this category, Dengood. He is also on right now. And to anyone else in the Outlast speedrunning community or interested in speedrunning Outlast, shoutouts to all y'all. Those are the only names that I saw in chat before I started running. Alright, what else did I say before we had issues? Oh yeah, just a quick plot rundown is that I'm playing as Miles Upshur right now. He's an investigative reporter, trying to get the big scoop. He got an email from a guy named Waylon Park who used to work in this asylum. And he basically, the email basically says there's some Resident Evil stuff going on. So if you could kindly investigate that and tell the world, I'd appreciate it. Okay, thanks. And Miles, just being a badass, does it. Miles has been through some really rough stuff off screen, including losing his fingers. We skipped that part of this run, thank goodness. We skip a lot of stuff for marathons that frankly make this game not, like, child-friendly at all. Or anyone-friendly. I still go AFK during runs for the part where Miles gets his fingers cut off because I ain't got time to be watching that. That is terrifying and terrible. That's Billy. This is also Billy. This is Spooky Nanomachine Ghost Billy. So this is actually a special occasion. Since this is a run of both the any percents, you are not going to see the ending cutscene of this game because I will quickly be save quitting in about another minute. So now it's time to get out with this big scoop, tell the world, reveal the follies of man. And so there's one last trick involved in this run. Yes, Festival, the audio in this game is very freaky, hence why I turned it off. The last speedrunning strat, which is not a speedrunning strat, we call this the moonwalk, or the moon limp, because he's limping. Oh, whoops, wall please. So we're just gonna moonwalk to victory here. Realistically, this probably loses time, but alright. What was the time so far?
Time is 10:02.
Cool. So, not bad at all. I'm now starting into Whistleblower. And now we are playing as Wayland Park, the gentleman who sent the email to Miles. This DLC is a prequel as well as a sequel, and the timeline of this game is actually from before, during, and after the original game. And this is also this is the main dish of this marathon run. There's a lot more glitching, a lot more serious time. Immediately you can see we're in places we should not be. Alright. And I'm not going to play this marathon safe. I'm going to immediately attempt the next part of this chapter. So I really hope I don't miss it. Excellent. I'm really glad I got that. Alrighty. So, we just skipped basically the entire first chapter of this game. And I'm currently lining up for another Phenoth wrong warp. There we go. So moving on to the courtyard. And coming up is one of the most unimpressive, in my opinion, looking, but most difficult to perform skips in the game, found by myself. This is called the Spooky Mist skip. And basically, I need to jump from this door onto a pillar back there, and skip a good section of the outside. Oh my goodness, marathon luck, first try. I have no words. We are possibly on world record pace for Whistleblower right now. Oh my goodness. That makes me very happy to get that first try. And that saves about 20 to 25 seconds. Also, shoutouts to Dengood. He predicted I would get that first try in the marathon, and I did not believe him. Those two naked guys there are the twins. If you've watched the SGDQ run, you'd remember them. If you didn't, then you'd wonder who the heck they might be. They're two naked guys that we call the Donger Brothers, and they kill you with machetes. Instantly. So you gotta be careful around them. So the basic idea of this game is the same as the original Outlast. You're in the asylum. Wayland was actually working in the asylum as a software engineer for Murkoff Industries, the company that runs the asylum. And he didn't like what was going on, hence why he sends out the email to reporters such as Miles. And he actually gets incarcerated there as a result. They just completely lock him up, say he had an undiagnosed psychological condition. So he's trying to get out of here alive to tell the world. Meanwhile, somewhere out there, Miles is also doing the same. Really cool design thing about this game is that the entire asylum is actually well thought out, and like they took the time and effort to make one large map for this game. We'll actually be revisiting an area that is from the original game a few times in this run. It's just one big connected world. That makes sense. Which is really impressive.
Do me a favor and die here, Park.
We have a cameo appearance from our good buddy Chris Walker. Oh, got the juke. That's good. Whoops. My bad. This is Father Martin.
Another poor soul.
He's kind of a jerk. You spend the majority of the original Outlast following that guy around.
One of them's coming. It's not even.
He constantly says, "Meet me here." You show up there, and then he's gone. He's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. You should have gone here instead." Chris is chasing us right now, hence the dun-dun-dun music. He's back there. Just take my word for it. Okay. Alright. Guess just to keep the words coming. My main contribution to both games has been mostly movement optimization. You may notice lots of clickety-clacks on that last jump down. Whether you do a animation where you put your hands on the ground from falling too fast is determined by your acceleration in the air. So by tapping a direction, either the A or the D key on PC or left or right on PS4 and Xbox One, you can slightly lower your acceleration and save about a second on long drops like that by not having Miles or Waylon put his hands on the ground like, oof. Most of this game is spent sprinting and running. Just sprint and run, man. Other Outlast speedrunners in my chat, if you think I'm forgetting anything, please. I'm in my chat right now, so. No, I didn't get it. You can actually skip getting hit by that guy by walking into him backwards and turning at the right time. Alright. So coming up, we have another great skip coming up, which is going to skip. It's one chapter of the game, but it's the longest chapter of the game. And this is, again, a co-discovery between Itzel Army and Fina. And that's going to be coming up at the top of this water tower. Dead guy's gonna fall. Just thought I'd give you a warning. That's the hardest jump in the game right there. I have seen people lose a run to that jump. And I'm not even being facetious right now. It's actually not a hard jump, just I've seen very tragic run losses to it. Okay, speaking of tragic run losses, we have all the time in the world. Okay, so now we're on the roof. The game does not particularly like us being out here. As you can see, the map is blinking because the map thinks that it needs to load that, but it's not sure because I'm out of bounds right now. So I have to deal with that. 1 second. Just nice and slow. Oh dear. In fact, we're going to take this double slow. We don't need world record here. We're not even on WR pace. Come on. Get Waylon. Get back on the roof. Thank you, young man. Alright. Okay. And I have one more jump to do. Alright, that's fine. You could save a second there by not putting your hands on the ground, but what's important is that we got the skip. Alright, that church is on fire. The Father Martin guy that we met before, I don't think you would have seen it. Yeah, you didn't see this in St. Connor's Run either, but that Father Martin guy actually burns himself on a cross to prove his loyalty to the spooky ghost named Billy, also called the Wall Rider. We have plenty of time. This guy here, this is Dr. Traeger. He's the guy who,
Let's just say he's dead.
he's a nice guy. We'll just say that. He also has the best voice acting in the game, in my opinion, and many people's opinions. If you've seen the Xbox One trailer that came out recently for this game, the voiceover in that is his monologue from the original Outlast. And coming up, get ready on time pretty soon.
Alright.
I'll just... One thing that's really cool is, y'all might remember this from the original Outlast. I kind of came through here, then did this here, and went down that hallway. Well, that's normally what the developers wanted you to do. They wanted you to revisit this cool area of the game. But, ORAM77 on PS4 found this door boost here. And notice that this room is sealed off, but this is the room where Miles entered the asylum. You can actually do a side hop into it. And this is just a really cool homage that they never intended as they developed the game, is that you can actually exit the asylum through the same window that Miles Upshur enters. And that is why this is just my favorite glitch in the entire game, just for that reason. And they have a wall there. And we're under estimate right now by a good sum because I didn't have any deaths. So we're gonna try the sick rails one more time. Dengood, you better donate money if I get a sick rail. Oh, come on. Sick rails, okay. We can finish the run now. We're already pretty behind due to technical difficulties, so.
No worries.
And this is Miles' Jeep from the beginning of Outlast, and we're just going to hop in that. And if you want to see how the game ends, you're just going to have to buy the game and enjoy it for yourself, because it's a wonderful horror game, and I highly recommend it. And I forgot to say time.
Oh, you're at it's 21:47 when you told me to say time.
Awesome. So like a 21:45, including sick rails, I was hoping sub 22 would just make me super duper happy, and I'm super duper happy.
Nice, perfect. Well, thank you very much, everyone. This is AlbinoHat. You can check him out at twitch.tv/AlbinoHat, and he just ran Outlast and did a pretty darn good job. And thank you so much for dealing with all the stupid technicalities and everything. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me and for pushing through the technical difficulties. I really appreciate it.
No problem. If there's anything you want to say, you got it. It's all you right now.
Trying to think. I'll just mention some more runners that kept this game competitive the past couple months. There's Pwnetime X. Let's see, I've mentioned Phenoth, It's Alarmy, Brendan De La Poupe, Dengood, St. Connor, Wrong Warped, who I'm not sure if he was able to make it, but he's a good friend of ours as well in the community. I hang out with that guy a lot. Now I feel like a jerk if I miss people. Oh, actually, can I do a shameless plugin for our leaderboards?
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do a shameless plugin for outlast.speedruns.weebly.com is the finger quotes official speedrunning leaderboards for Outlast. Higby of Pwned, thank you, Senpai Go. I was gonna feel like a jerk if I forgot poor Higby. Shoutouts to him. If someone could just, I'm not in Brandon or someone, I'm not in the SRC chat. If you could link the leaderboards there, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna put it in my own chat.